is an emergency. I begging urgently. This is a serious case.
Over these cards.
Sorry if you get any background noise.
You good? Don't worry about that background noise. You so good. All right. As you know, I'm a direct energy reader. Don't believe in ring zodiac signs or birthdays. Be open with the spirit and have fun. I'm gonna do you 2 readings. Message from my ancestors and who is my Orisha guiding me at the moment reading. Disclaimer: I'm not crowning you via tarot cards. You honestly can't do that. I don't know who can, but I can. But what my reading do is tell you the headspace you're in which energy of that Orisha is guiding you during that time. Trust me, it's 100% accurate. I gotta say that disclaimer because you have people of certain religious faith, fanatics, and you can't crown nobody via tarot. I'm not crowning y'all, man. I'm just telling you the energy. I'm not gonna go through a ceremony and do all that. I can't do it. I mean, there's certain things you have to do. Certain spirits got to be taken. I got the ability to talk to all of them. All right. So first gonna be message from my ancestor. Then the other one is gonna be who is my Orisha guide me at the moment reading. Let me get these one more shuffle. This video, you did mark that you wanted it recorded. At the end of the reading, you wanted to record it again, okay?
Okay.
All right, now, with that being said, say your first name so I can pray. Do I have permission to cut your cards?
Yes.
Oh, you just made a mistake. What didn't you walk away from?
What didn't I walk away from?
Spirit singing the song, should have walked away. So they saying you should have walked away from a deal or altercation you just had. Spirit, what are you saying? I ain't even throw no cards. What altercation she had that she should have walked away? Confrontation. Not altercation, confrontation. Okay. We're going to see. So I'm going to start out with, since I'm going to do that, I'm going to start out with the who is my Orisha because I need to know what headspace you're in. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to deal 13 cards. First Orisha pop out. That's over your head. Deal 10 cards. First Orisha to pop out of the 10. That's over your action. I deal 7 cards. The first Orisha to pop out over those 7 cards. That's the one that's over your destiny. Pay very close attention to that one. Keep again. I give you another disclaimer. I'm not crowning you. I'm just telling you the energy that you're in. Okay? All right. Here we go. 1. Pomagiri. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yamaya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Your destiny. I'm going to ask you, Orisha, do they have a destiny for you? Do any of you guys want to be over her destiny? I did 7 more cards. Whoever pop out. 1. Oh, gone. There we go. I'm going to put him aside. All right. So, yeah, you got an issue going on that you had to fight somebody. You gave in, and now you gave in to something. It's going to be a sign of regret, and now you're going to have to kind of like man up and fight that battle. Okay, gotcha. Let's see what's going on.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna start with your first Orisha. This is the Orisha that's over your head at the moment, the headspace energy you're in. This is why you think the way you think, see things the way you see things, perceive things the way you perceive them. Hell, even hear them, speak them. And in this house, you got the female version of S.U., also known as Pumbagiri. To tell you a little bit about Pumbagiri, she's over females who have been wronged, or females who have been beat, raped, mistreated, died, all that stuff there. Any female that's just been done wrong, You can say she the patron saint that's been cheated on so bad till they can't get themselves up out of bed, heavy depression. Okay, you got me?
Uh-huh.
Now, this is your headspace. Why is she over your headspace, you asking? Now, you confronted somebody on somebody else's behalf. She's showing me you confronting somebody on somebody else's behalf. Now, I don't know if you're being the one to come and save somebody, or are you the one coming through to kind of like, no, she said you're the one that's coming, that's adopting this energy as you're trying to save these people, particularly someone 22 years old, young lady. It's like you're trying to be the stand-in. But she said this is something that you're going to ultimately regret, because the 22, 23-year-old isn't ready. And so this shit is going to be done in vain.
Okay.
Do you know who or what she's talking about?
No, I know, I'm familiar with that, and it makes a lot of sense. That was in my head. I do have this, or I adopted with my family, especially the women in my family, this sort of hero complex or been appointed one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it's been a tug of war. As far as the 22-year-old, I'm not sure who that is.
Okay, so you're not sure who the 22-year-old that you're gonna be standing in the gap for, but just so we're clear, you understand why she had this energy on your head. Now, again, I'm going to reiterate to you what she stands for. She is there for abused women. Maybe you're seeing a little bit of yourself in these people or your history. Her message is still, it's not worth it at this time because that person isn't ready. So don't go super extreme battle axe, Super Saiyan mode, throwing chairs and drop kicking bitches off the top of the third story floor. I ain't trying to describe you to a T, but you follow me here.
Yeah, I follow you. That was my nickname actually, Super Saiyan Warrior.
I know. She just told me. She said don't go tell her not to go Super Saiyan mode. I'm a real deal here. Damn, they called you Super Saiyan Warrior. Jesus Christ. Goku God King, I hear you. All right. And would you like to ask her a question?
Is this something I should pursue in another avenue? Like maybe not with the people that I'm pursuing this with, but I do want to help women, and I'm actually currently starting a business with that. Should I pursue it in a different manner, or should I just not pursue it at all?
Is this worthy of you to pursue this issue, this mission with her? Is it worthy? She said, open your heart. She said, drink more water, get beautiful about it, Oshun. She said, it is your job to make these women beautiful again, feel beautiful again, be beautiful again. So yeah, this is what you should be doing. This is your mission, 100%. Her only thing is saying, you can't jump into the fray without all the information.
Got it.
It still take Goku a minute to power up. You know that, right? All right. So now we're gonna go over here to your second Orisha. This Orisha right now is over your actions. This is why you do the things you do, move the way you move, gravitate to the people you gravitate towards. And it makes so much sense now that I'm looking at it. And in this area you have Yemoya. You know what Yemoya is. She caring, she's nurturing, she's a mother. She wants everything to be happy, fed, and healthy, clean, and sanitary. She just all about making sure that her children are taken care of. You got me?
Yeah.
This is that caring side of you that you thought your ass wasn't gonna have too much longer. It came back with a vengeance. Once you started to care again, it came back with a vengeance. So she's telling me that you cut this caring shit off at least 5 years of your time, and you just recently got it back 2 years ago. But it came back with such a fucking vengeance that you don't know whether you should be crying or sitting down on your knee with your head in your lap, depressed. She just say this is a whole simple thing that the energy just came back so strong. You don't know how to balance this energy you got in you to learn how to care. You got me?
Yeah.
This is that regrettable moment she's talking about here. Do not put too much of yourself into these people without having the full information. Your heart is great. Your heart is noble. Just like another man won't put his hands on you, don't you sit up there and go stand in the fray of these women who is okay with these men putting their hands on them until they get ready to say no. You can't put yourself in jeopardy.
Okay.
Can't use you, and don't spend your money on them. Don't buy underwears. No letting them live in your house. I'm telling you all the things that she said you're gonna be doing. No sitting up there. No knocking on doors with a group of people, grabbing the people out the house. They got to be ready. Your issue is you want to make sure it don't happen again. But if people ain't ready, it's gonna happen. That's what she's saying to you. Your actions, you're caring too damn much, and you kind of putting yourself on the back burner with this caring. Okay.
Okay.
Would you like to ask her a question?
How do I balance that energy?
How does she balance this energy? How does she balance it? They saying artistic expression, and you understand what they saying with artistic expression. And this dude got his hand on his heart, and he's saying, "I'm more like Shakespeare here." So you balance this by telling a story. You balance this by getting assistance. You balance this by making a narrative clear with those who you looking for help from. You got me? They saying just artistic expression. So you're gonna have to basically, I ain't gonna use the word lie, because Spirit say you're gonna have to lie, but I'm gonna translate that and say you're gonna have to be very strategic. There we go. Thank you. You're gonna have to be very strategic in how you rescue women, how you address women, and how you address the situation they're going through. No more punching down the walls. Get out of here. You'll never hurt her again. And then next 2 weeks later, after she done got fed, healthy, and clean, she back over there with them. You know?
Okay. Yep.
Be very strategic, because it's going to take a toll on you.
Okay.
I'm seeing a lot of regret. It's a great mission, but Spirit is showing me a lot of regret.
Got it.
Yemo Yase, do you have another question for her?
I'm sure I do, but I can't think of.
All right, no problem. No problem. All right. So now we're gonna go over here to your third, and I love this card. This is why I love tarot cards, regardless what anybody say against it. We're gonna go over here to your third area. This is areas over your destiny. This typically don't change. This is what you are going to become, or the role you're gonna step in. And in this area right here, you have Ogun. You know anything about Ogun now? What he does? He's a fighter. He's used to, and you know what? I can't, and I'm gonna just share something. I can't stand when I hear people say, "Oh, he's here to make war. He's here to fight. He's here just to conquer and kill, and he's just a bloodthirsty savage." I hate when I hear them talk about him like that, because not everybody understand him.
I love him.
Yeah, and what he's saying is he is there to stop conflict. That's how he should be utilized, to stop conflict. So if you have a conflict, you utilize him as a tool to stop it. You don't go fighting wars in his name. And that's what people messing up at with his energy. But hey, it is what it is. A worship is a worship, you know? Now, your destiny is to deliver. Your destiny is to fight the good fight and utilize his energy to do it. but you're not doing it in a vengeful way, spiteful way. You're doing it in an effort to save, to stop the conquest, to put an end to the drama and the chaos that's going on. This is your mission from him.
Okay.
You got me what he's saying? Your mission is to end the drama and chaos. And he's saying you're more than welcome to utilize him in any form of fashion you choose. Just don't go hexing people. Don't go putting the spells and the curses on people in his name. He's sick of that shit. He says that's not what it's about. You don't get me out my bed to go fight a war, and you don't have no reason to stop it. There's no reason. You just fight. He said that ain't it. So yeah, you're gonna make you pay heavy for that. Make people pay offerings. But if your cause is just, you ain't got to pay him nothing, because that's his job, to stop conflict. Would you like to ask him a question about your destiny?
How can I best utilize him career-wise?
There you go. Career-wise. She needs to know career-wise. How can she best utilize you career-wise? I'm going to give you 3 cards on this one, boom. First thing, career-wise, reflection, because they gave you twin flame reflection, but they're not talking about relationship. Next one, they saying retreat to nature with your heart, and they say it's peace offering. So reflection, retreat to nature with your heart, and peace offering. So I want to say he's saying you need to quit your job and start a foundation for this. This is kind of what he's saying, but this is not something you can do tomorrow. This is not going to sustain you. So he's saying let's work up the ability to reflect on what it is your cause is. Retreat to nature meaning you got to do some planning, and peace offering meaning you're going to have to leave this job in order to be 100% what you need to be in life. Career-wise, you utilize him by making him your patron saint of career. And I'm not talking about over the road driving trucks and all that shit there.
Got it.
So what's the name of your nonprofit gonna be? You got time.
The Sharon Wellness Center.
The what now?
Rosa Sharon Wellness Center.
I love that. So I think you really need to get on that nugget right there and start working that angle. So how did you like your not ancestor? How you like your Orisha reading?
Gosh, it was so spot on. Oh my God. And as to be expected, I liked it a lot.
All right, because that's what he just saying. You just got this ability. You're a hero, so you want to jump in and save the world, but you do it without having all the information. You know that's if you listen to the Pataki of Ogun. That's what he used to do. He used to mistake what people were saying. Then he chopping off heads and then get regret, and now he sinks in the ground to die. And he's saying you can't be led to do that because your cause is very just and noble. So you need to get all the information before you start taking on responsibilities.
I'm gonna do just that. Because I've been known to pop off too quick.
Super Saiyan. Shit. I like berries, by the way. The god of war. Oh, that can destroy a planet. I like him. Barris is a little hairless cat. I love hairless cat. Looking at him at least. All right. So now we finna go into this ancestor thing. Woo. I gotta see what's going on. And by the way, Spirit is also saying you're kind of reincarnated. They keep saying you're reincarnated from another lady named Sharon from Central Florida.
What?
Yep. Either y'all was, I think Sharon passed away at like 65. So she was pretty old. But you're kind of like reincarnated.
At 65?
Yeah, she passed away at 65.
65.
Yeah, that's what they just said. So you gotta kind of like energy that's in Central Florida. All right. Do you know anything? You want to elaborate on that one right there? Because they pretty clear.
Yeah, could you?
Yeah, I would love to elaborate. What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? Oh. All right. Why are you saying she has this lady energy reincarnated? What's going on? Open your heart to love, trust, priorities. Open your heart to love, trust, and priorities. Oof. I don't even know how to say this, I don't even know how to ask no question like this. Are you? Oh shit. Do you? All right, you married?
I was.
Did you ever experiment?
When I was a teenager, yeah.
All right. You ever notice why you experimented and didn't stay that way?
No. I just thought it was something because, I'm pretty, for lack of a better word, amorous.
I said, okay. Well, Sharon, the lady here from Central Florida, her name was Sharon. And she was all the way that way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they say y'all got the same clock mechanism working around. Like if she was the polar opposites attract. So, but she was much older than you. Yeah, that's why I was like, how to ask this question, man. So that's why. Yeah, hey, Spirit be showing me stuff, man. I have to clean it up. Yeah. Sure. Wow.
That was the main thing he chose, the fear of soldier?
Yeah, that don't think that your actions you made in the past wasn't the things you're doing now versus how you was in the past. It's directly correlated with this person from Central Florida that shares a name, that shares some traits, and
So she must have been a beast then.
yeah. Oh God, fuck yeah. She had a Jerry curl too. She even had a Jerry curl on your ass. Spirit showing me this shit right here. I'm just like,
Wow.
yeah. So you never knew you could be linked with somebody in this lifetime. Ain't that crazy?
That's true. That's very, very good stuff. Yeah.
Well, that's how it worked. All right. So now we finna do a ancestor reading. The way it worked, I'm gonna deal out 5 cards. The first 4 cards are reserved for female ancestors but a male can come. The last card is reserved strictly for a male. I mean, it's reserved for a male, but a female can come. It just depends on who has the highest energy. I ask that you look for the message and not the person. I'll do my best to give you any and every bit of information to help you understand these people, to see these people and get to know them. All right. All right. You already said your name. I'm just gonna pray over the card. Do I have permission to cut these cards?
Yeah.
Do you know a Pete? A Peter? A Pete? You don't know Pete? Okay. Couldn't Pete? No. They missing Pete. Alright, so I'm gonna lay these down. Interesting. gonna turn you sideways. Here's your messages. What message you got for her? You still trying to impress mommy, I see.
Trying to impress who?
I say you still trying to impress mommy dearest.
Yeah, I need to stop that.
Huh?
I need to stop that.
Yeah, because you trying to impress mommy dearest. It's okay. Yeah. All right, let's start with your first ancestor. Come on through, ancestor. All right, this ancestor is represented by the Seven of Fire in the upside down position. Very a woman that took care of her business. Matter of fact, a woman that offed her husband. Okay, you got a murderer in your family. But it was justifiable homicide. She ran. Basically, the guy ran into her knife about 6 times. She's making a joke. What era you was in? I can't believe you laughed at that. That's tragic.
Well, yeah. I have a dark sense of humor.
I guess. Okay, what era are you from? C. Television. Cable. Television. Why do you keep saying cable television? Oh, nudity. Whew. This is rough, man. So this is in 70. This is in 72. Color television was really on the rise, and like hairy porn was in play big time. You got it? You got it?
Yeah.
There was a lot of hair down there, and she just showing me a man constantly watching hairy people porn. Bushy from the 70s. Because you are seeing the situation accurate. Now, she says this person wanted her to do some unfair things, like shit that just wasn't practical. But she had to eliminate this because it went against her whole moral fiber. Can you give me something else about you? I would say this person wasn't African American. I'm not seeing white, but it wasn't like this person wasn't a full African American in your family. I'm not seeing white, so this person probably dated outside her race, or she probably was mixed herself. But she's not showing me a solid color. She's shifting between red, green, blue, and white, like playing the color spectrum, which tells me that she's kind of like a mix of influences. But she did say she took out her husband because he wanted her to do some unfair things. Now her message to you is that you are seeing the situation very accurately. There's somebody placing some unrealistic things on your path. She's saying, be very mindful not to lose your cool.
Thank you.
You understand what she's talking about?
Yes, I do.
So nobody's running into anybody's knife. I say nobody's gonna run into anybody's knife.
No, but no. I mean, I don't want to sugarcoat anything and make it all generalized. We all have flaws. That's not a flaw you want to have, but I tend to black out.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So this person that's stressing you to the point where you can't black out and do these unrealistic or looking for you to do unrealistic things. She's just saying try to stay your hand, okay?
Okay.
Would you like to ask her a question?
Is there any way to peacefully separate when they do cross, because they tend to get aggressive, and it's difficult for me to go high.
Gotcha.
If you know what I mean.
Gotcha. Spirit, is it ancestor? Is it a way for her to peacefully, separate herself from those situations at those times, etc.? They said choose peace, but they saying when you choose peace, you need to look in the mirror, and they're saying. Translate. They saying be mindful of how you put what situation you put yourself into. So let's say you go to somebody's house and you know that they're having a party and it's nothing but men there, and you're probably dating a jealous man. They saying try to avoid that type of situation. You follow me?
Got it.
They say to separate, like don't. It's not so much as the people you separate yourself from versus the situation. That gets those particular individuals stupid minded to make you crazy.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Now we finna go over here to your second ancestor. Your second ancestor. You got a celebrity in your family. Like a genuine celebrity, a movie star, a singer, not a movie star, a performer. Get it right, man. Cause he just said something about Harry Belafonte. He's the dude that did the show Carmen, where he ends up killing the girl for messing around with two different people, and it was a classic musical.
I'm familiar with that.
You familiar with that movie?
And I'm familiar. Well, not that familiar. I'm familiar with Harry Belafonte.
Okay, Harry Belafonte starred in the original Carmen, and Beyonce redid it, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. The hip opera or something.
Huh?
I think it was Carmen, the hip opera, something like that.
Right.
Beyonce did.
So they're saying they're now this is where this male ancestor, and it's a male, he's referring to your mother. He's saying you're still trying to impress your mother. So I don't know if you're trying to impress your mother by staying with somebody that's abusive. You don't want to be known as somebody who gets around a lot, or are you just trying to make a life, get married, or do something? But he's saying the masterpiece you're working on is not working. And kind of like, don't do it for mom, don't do it for the namesake, don't do it for family, because it's something dangerous, and there's two other people involved, and somebody can get hurt. I hope you understand what he's saying. If you don't, now you got the right to ask questions.
Not fully. I don't fully understand with the other people involved exactly. I know I am doing that. So it is resonating with me. I don't clearly understand.
All right. So what you need to make her understand? Why are you sitting up here sad with your face down, looking at this masterpiece that you just can't craft properly, and you're wanting to give up? And you're referring to Carmen. You want to give up, and you're referring to Carmen, the movie. Why are you? And you're saying she's trying to impress her mother. Why are you saying? Okay. Here is the thing. He's saying, don't think you're gonna break your mother's trust, or you're gonna break the trust factor that you have, or trusting in yourself, or something like that. He's saying it's all about you making a promise, making a deal, kind of like a self-absorbed thing. He said, don't sit up here and hold true to something that you cannot hold true to. It's okay. You're not embarrassing or disappointing someone. Because they gave the issue is trust. So I'm just going to break it down. So let's say you with somebody and this person is causing you pain and suffering. If you leave this person, or stop aiding and assisting this person, that don't mean you're not being the woman that you know you can be. If you promised your mom on her deathbed or whatever, Mom, I'll never let somebody mistreat me like this again, or I'll never be without, or something like this, and then you go and size up and you allow yourself to be with a man just for a certain thing, an item. This man is saying you can break that. It's not gonna harm nobody, no way, no foul. It's all about your mentality.
Okay, got it. That's so interesting.
It is?
Yeah, because I had a horrible relationship with my mother, and I've been trying to, I don't know, have a relationship with her, be cordial, just honor her as my mom, you know, but it's just not, it's not there. It doesn't mesh or nothing, no matter what I do, and that broke me in more ways than one.
Okay, see, now it's resonating. So don't hold yourself to your mother's virtuous standards or your mother's standards. You get what they're saying now? Don't hold yourself to her truths. It's your truth. Don't hold yourself to it. Let that shit go. You can't prove you. That's why he's saying he's getting ready to get up from working his masterpiece. It's not. It's not going to be good enough regardless. That's what spirit.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. Spirit come through. Spirit gonna give you the message you need. I'm liking this. So yes, if you can, that's your ancestors say, if you can't make her see your side, don't stifle yourself. Don't hold true to these false ass promises you making. You know, you just, if the relationship ain't there, it ain't there. If she ain't gonna see you as the gem that you are, somebody that's trying to save the world for all womankind. Come on, man, get out of that. Don't put yourself in that headspace. Got my back all warm. That hit the spine now. Damn, that rolled up and down the spine, baby. That had meaning to it. Whoa. So you okay with that one?
Yes.
All right, now we finna go over here to your third ancestor. These women are tired of taking care of men. Jesus. Y'all tired of taking care of men. Who the fuck is these dudes y'all attracted to? Because this ancestor, you got the fairies and the simps in the upside down. She's saying, man, she's skinny. She said, I'm fucking tired. She said, I want to just lay down on this cloud and chill, man. So who are you? I'm saying drug use. Like she did drugs only because the man wanted her to do drugs. How old are you? How old are you right now as you speaking to me? $34? Serious? You're that young and you're gone? Why am I saying 83 though? Why am I saying 83? The year 83, 84. Got it. This person did drugs because her boyfriend did drugs. She was a follower. She's not here. She's gone at a young age. Do you know who this person is? Do you really did drugs? Why are they keep referring to you as not being African American?
It's probably from my dad.
So this person is, we'll say this person is on your dad's side because they really not resonating with your African American side, and they keep wanting to say you're Eurocentric, Argentinian, like high-end Spanish. Because they is really against this whole African American side.
Wow.
Because she said she not on the black people's side. So I guess that means she's not African American. but she did drugs, and she only did it because she was following her man. And she passed away at 34 years old in 1984. She is very clear on that date. Now, with that being said, she's saying there's a such thing as called artistic expression. When she said artistic expression, she said there's lies being told. The lie that's being told is that you have to do what you're doing. You have to stay in the situation. You have to follow. She's saying stop lying to yourself and stop lying to everybody around you. You don't have to do a damn thing. This is because you want to do it. Because she told everybody she had to, but in the intent she wanted to.
You said 1984?
1984. She passed at 34 years old. She is very clear. And she is from the non-African American side. Whatever that means.
Can I ask, how did she pass?
Drug overdose. This is drug use. Rough life.
I'm curious.
Yeah,
Can she give more detail about herself?
Give me more detail. 124 pounds. Slender. Fair skin. Did a lot of walking. No vehicle. Neither one had a vehicle, but they got around. Always traveling. Light speed. They keep using the word at light speed, at light speed, at light speed, at light speed. Give me some more. I know you slender woman, you did drugs because I'm seeing the tracks on your arm. I understand that. She needs you to relate to her more. You said you don't like the black. You don't like the black people inside of her. So this means you was some other race.
That sounds like someone familiar, but that's the reason why I was asking, could I get more from her? Because it sounds like someone familiar, but they're from my stepdad.
When you're dealing with an ancestor, they can come through from various people because you got to understand, marriage makes people our relatives. You know. So, but I'm just saying, she really ain't black, and she don't like the darkies. So I don't know if she Caucasian, Hispanic, or Asian, but she is saying
she's probably Latino. And if this is who I think it is, she ain't like my mother neither.
Your mother was a black woman. Okay. Well, she is saying she don't resonate with the dark side of the family. I didn't know you were biracial. I do apologize if I offended. But she say
no. That wasn't offensive at all. It actually made a lot of sense, to be honest.
Well, again, she died at 34 years old in 1984 of a drug overdose. There's tracks in her arm. So this had to be heroin or some heavy drugs that she was shooting up on. Hate to be the bearer of that bad news. And she's saying that you, and her message to you is artistic expression. You, on the other hand, are more like she said she did it because she had to. She made up that thing because she had to walk with this man, to let him lead to lead her down this road. She said, but she was ultimately lying and saying that, she wanted to do it because she had got intrigued and she did it for love. Her message to you is don't do shit that you feel you have to for anybody, for any circumstance. Stop making that mindset up that you got, that you're doing it, because you have to. You're staying because you have to. You're enduring because you have to, because ultimately it's because you want to. Now, I don't know if she's talking about you dating your boo thing. I don't know if she's talking about you staying in an area where you shouldn't be at. But she's saying this is don't lie to yourself, because she lied to herself. She basically saying don't lie to yourself If you're gonna make a move, you're gonna make a goddamn move.
Okay.
I hope you get what she's saying.
I do.
Would you like to ask her a question?
What? No, I don't want to ask her a question.
All right. She good with you. All right. Now we're gonna go over to your fourth ancestor. Heartbreak. Okay, older lady. Her husband died real early. And there's something about adopted kids. There's something about like she couldn't raise her 2 kids, so they went for adoption. So somebody got adopted in his family, and this is, I'm gonna say this is, oh. So somebody down the way, somebody was adopted in your family. Your lineage has an adoption.
Oh, wow.
This lady is saying her husband died right after she gave birth, and she couldn't raise the kids, and she gave them away for adoption. Like, gave them to somebody. Because she said she got a broken heart. She got a broken heart because she's represented by Oshun, and she's saying, I gave up my kids. You know, I couldn't take care of them. I had a broken heart. I couldn't take care of them. So I don't know who has the adoption record going on with you guys. Maybe it's your mom going down her lineage, and that's why she's upset, because she's dealing with so much pain and anger about not knowing who her real parents were, a grandparent. You follow me?
Oh my gosh. Woo.
You got me right what she's saying.
Yep.
Have you heard this in your family?
Yes, okay, there's 2 things that this is stirring up in my mind. One, a relative of mine, one of my cousins was given up for adoption. He was abused and mistreated, though. And it broke my heart. It broke her. Another thing they stir up is this disconnect from my father's side. A huge disconnect. Like, literally nothing. It's almost as if my mother just, I don't know, like made up, which is impossible because I'm here, but it's almost as if my mother made up, literally made up this person.
Okay. All right. There go the secret. Somebody is adopted. Somebody ain't got blood relations somewhere down the line. And this lady is coming back saying her heart is broken because she had to give up her kids because her husband passed away and she couldn't take care of the kids, so she had to give them away. So I'm thinking this whole lineage thing, there's a leap and a jump in your lineage, and your mother probably know about it, and she's probably angry at the simple fact that there's a break in that lineage somewhere. Or maybe it's just like, maybe the guy who's supposed to be your father probably said, I don't want her, and she gave you his name anyway. You know what I'm saying? Which he probably feeling like you're not his. But she just saying she had to give up them kids, and there is an adoption or a giveaway involved. But this is, you got to ask this card a question.
Oh gosh, I don't even know. I don't know what to ask, because she's done a lot with this. Mama, damn, it's so many things. Because on my birth certificate, it's not my father.
See, spirit be opening up some damn worms. Now you see why I don't like the ancestor readings.
Where's the adoption coming from?
What side?
The disconnect. Is it my mother's side or my father's side?
Where's the disconnect coming from? Energy healing. Energy healing. Okay. Choking. Energy healing, choking. Where is this coming from? Come out of the closet. Energy healing, choking. Step up. Energy healing, choking. Step up. Detach from drama. Okay. So energy healing, step up, come from the disconnect is coming from your mother's side. So I know you saying this may be your father, may not be your father. Cool. We get that. But your mother is the one who has this disconnect on her side of the family. She's the one that don't know her lineage.
Okay.
And why is your mama always choking on shit or can't swallow correctly?
I don't know. That's been a thing. Like, it got to the point where my brothers and I just I don't know, especially when she's eating fish.
Yeah,
they don't even have to have bones in it. You know, I don't know.
That's what they showed me. A lady that's always choking on water, choking on food, choking on something. She's always fucking choking. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Even her words.
Yeah, huh?
Even her words.
She choke on her words. Gee, go. But it's your mama's side. That's the disconnect. So she's the one hiding stuff. Wow. Spirit is the truth, boy. Whew. Old can of worm opening up joke. All right, let's go to this last ancestor, boy, because, ooh.
I hope this ancestor close up these can of worms.
Yeah, I'm praying too, because, Lord, I don't want to leave you in this state, because, shit, I know I'm going to get another email. Baron, I know I'm going to get a paragraph. All right. Spirit. Male can come here. Okay, I see you. Reptiles, snakes. I got you. You like snakes. We see it. You like snakes. I need an arrow. Give me an arrow. Swamp. Cold swamp. Cold swamp castle, rock, mud, cold. What are you showing me a castle for? Rock, mud, castle. Okay, 1700s. 1700s, marshy swamp, cold, metal, big trees, forest. Okay, we going back to the 1700s on this one right here. 1600, sorry. 1600, back when the time of Camelot. Okay, now I'm seeing what he's saying. Okay, Camelot. Okay, now what are you saying about this? In this house, this guy, you have the 6 of water in the upright position. Having the 6 of water here in this ancestor, they're just saying it's a relaxing period for you, right? And they saying they need you to relax. You can't go chopping down these trees, or you can't go into battle without refreshing yourself, renewing yourself, okay?
Okay.
So you come from a warrior class family. And I'm going to say even knighthood. So this ain't no Spanish knight or no black knight. These are European knight. Like, I'm telling you, they saying Argentinian. That style of Spanish. Conquistador. European Spanish. That's why, your European side is so racist. Jesus. Well, they saying before you go into battle to do anything, you need to take a rest. And you need to rest on a Friday. Make sure it's a Friday rest day. So I want to say a Friday rest day, 6 o'clock. So you need 6 hours of rest before you do anything. And make sure everything you do is on a Friday, like a Friday evening, Friday morning. But you need 6 hours before you do anything. A minimum of 6 hour of rest, because that's as far as your battery gonna take you with the amount of pressure you got going on. But you need the rest. Now the message from this Sir Spanish Knight is purification. You see what they telling you? It's all about clearing your mind, getting your heart, your mind, your soul clear before you go into battle. They said the same thing in your Orisha treatment, and for some reason there's a dog in here. Why is this ravaging ass dog standing next to me here? Do you have a wolf in your family? Like a wolf dog, or a dog that's very loyal?
No.
There is a dog standing here. It's about the size of a baby wolf. I don't know why that's here. Maybe it's just like, it's not growling at nobody. It's just like wanting to jump, like wanting to pounce. Like if you tell it to move, it'll move. Oh shit! There you go. Whew. Nobility. So again, you're more prevalent than you think. You have very noble blood in you, and this is coming from your Spanish side. This is why they're so nasty as fuck. Excuse my language. They are very European, Eurocentric, nasty people, mean to all colors. You have noble blood in you, so I would tell you to get a genealogy test, and I would tell you to look up your last name or go down that family tree, and I would think you need to start doing what the fuck you made out of, because there is a real nobility to you, to where the wolf is guiding you. So that's your guardian animal too. The wolf is there as your guardian animal. So focus on the wolf.
That's what came to my mind.
Huh?
That's what came to my mind. And I saw, it made me think of Snow.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with Game of Thrones.
With who now?
Snow. Jon Snow.
No, I don't know Jon Snow. I will Google him.
Yeah, it's a character. It's a character in Game of Thrones. He was a bastard.
Oh, Game of Thrones, I seen that show. He's the Night Wolf King or something? The guy that killed him and they brought him back to life. Because I remember watching that, a snippet. Yes. Him. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that, because this wolf is always beside you doing like this. Like always ready to attack somebody. But you never give the wolf the chance to do it. You always beat him to it. I'm just telling you what the damn wolf talk. You got me talking to a fucking wolf, man. A wolf spirit. And he not even looking at me. That's the fucked up part about it. He's still looking at my phone. The damn thing won't even look at me. He's just doing this little back and forth rocking shit.
That sounds like me, though. I would beat him to it.
Listen.
I have to tell. Oh my God, I got to tell.
You better put a wolf in your house, or you better do something with calling on that wolf to be your guardian animal or something. You better get in contact with that wolf, because I ain't never heard no reading of an ancestor reading give a wolf as your guardian. That's fucking crazy to me. All right.
Yes.
Would you like to ask this card a question?
I'm going to really kick myself, because I'm going to have every question known to man when this is over.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to make the ancestor reading longer.
I don't know what to ask, and I want to ask something. I want to ask him something. Okay, so rest, purification.
Why Friday do she needs this? Why is Friday? Why is Friday? Got it. See the other person's point of view. Okay, you making space for somebody else. Why is Friday? Release tension. Why is Friday? Let it go. You see what they saying? Purification, rest, let it go, release tension, and see the other person's point of view. This is going to be one of the most non-confrontational days you could find. So people will be out of your hair, out of your business, and you get a sense of freedom that you can do what you need to do. That's why Friday, nobody's going to be around to stop you.
Yeah.
So how you like that extremely long reading?
It was quite interesting. You know, I'm gonna definitely do some homework. I like this a lot. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be setting up another reading with you.
Yeah, I mean, this is you gotta. They showed me a lot of cloak and dagger around you. A lot of cloak and dagger around you. Your wolf spirit will allow you to gauge more than anything. You call upon that wolf, and that wolf is gonna lead you where you need to go. Sort of like a guard dog or guard animal, but that is your spirit animal, that wolf. And don't just get no random wolf. It is a Nordic wolf, very ice cold, but one that's from the Spanish region. Argentine Spanish, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. Oh well. Whew.
Thank you.
No, thank you for that, because it tested me. It tested me real good. I loved it. It tested me real good. Well, if you need to reach me, you know how.
Yes. Thank you so much, Darren. I appreciate it.
All right, darling. You have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.